Hey, what's up, guys? Part 4 of the GTR build. It's a continuation of where 3, literally the next day from 3, where I cut that side of the vents. So I didn't record, I kind of forgot, but I mean, whatever, it's the same thing. I cut that side, I got a lot better at it. Then I used the little Dremel thing to basically round off these curves, as you can see. I got it pretty good. I mean, what you see here is this is actually the second layer, if that makes sense. I removed the kidney grills, and I removed the BMW badge. So now I'm sanding the whole thing with 120 grit. Then I'll probably go up to 300 grit, and then I'll spray primer tonight, hopefully. So when I get home, I want this thing to be like ready to spray like the first layer of paint on it, which is going to be the gloss white. So I'll pick up the little compressor and spray gun from my buddy Dan's house and spray this whole thing white, and then probably give it a couple of hours till later in the night, and then I'll be able to use masking tape to tape off like the livery that I want. So that's the plan. This is probably going to be one giant video because you know, like I said, I want to do daily things, but at the same time I don't want to just make a part 4 where I just sand the hood and primer. That's kind of stupid in my opinion. Hello, this is a couple of days later from me untaping the hood, which was the last clip. I got a little bit stressed, so I guess I kind of forgot to record and stuff, but I did do a good amount of stuff, as you could tell by the car. I clearly finished putting the fender vents on, which I use like JB Weld, and they're pretty decent. It does let out a lot of heat. I obviously did cut the vents and stuff, and especially because that's where the header sits, is right there. You do feel a lot of heat coming out of these vents after driving the car. Yesterday I drove it for the first time in like 2.5 weeks. What happened with the hood was it came out fine because I used an enamel based paint, but I didn't realize that you shouldn't use acrylic clear with enamel base. Sorry, still learning, but you could tell by the paint reactions. the stuff here I actually started to sand down, but I just didn't care because I wanted to drive the car. But I will either be redoing it or fixing it or something. But I basically realized that this paint you have to use without a clear coat is like a single stage. Like I painted my fenders as well, but that's all it is it's just the fenders painted, and there's no clear or anything. And the whole thing is enamel. Enamel is oil based, so when it dries in a glossy finish, as you can see by this. But I painted the kidney grills. I painted the side M3 grills. If you remember this fender actually used to have vents in it. But I don't know. I cut them out and I couldn't get them to be all exactly equal, and it bothered me. So I ended up completely cutting out the squares of the vents, putting tape over, patching from the back, adding resin. I filled them. I didn't record this because I don't know. I kind of didn't think you guys would want to see, like, it was like 3 days of just straight sanding and refilling little imperfections and stuff like that. So I mean, if you guys think you'd like to see that, then let me know. But I mean, it would just be time lapses, so I feel like it would get a little bit boring. Maybe the paint is different because you actually see shit going down. Like, you see the color, you see me pulling off the tape. That's different. But I did put those on the fender. I also molded the side skirts. As you can see, this lower piece and the side skirt were two different pieces, as you remember. I molded them into the same thing. I bolted the side skirt with 3 bolts on the inside to the fender, and then I put it on as one piece. And I actually, as you can see, I drilled out with a Christmas tree, built 4 holes, all exactly the same distance from each other. I actually kind of think they look race car vibey. I like them. And then there's a second layer of fiberglass, which I used the screw to actually go through and bolt this thing. And so far it's only the top that's bolted down. The bottom part I didn't bolt down because I had to go to work and I had to take this car and I had no option, so I just wanted to get it done. The next video, which I'm about to start now, is going to be the rear flares, which, as you can see, it just goes right off of the rear skirt around, and then I'll probably get the rear bumper mounted as well, so you can see it over there. But that's how the car is looking now. It was really, really nice to take this thing out, because all I've been looking at it was in my driveway and stuff, and just seeing it, I'm just like, wow, this really works, the blue and white. Can't wait till the bumper and the fenders are going to have the blue too and stuff. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Be sure to subscribe and like and share and whatnot. It really helps me out with this video, because I will be doing a lot more videos. There's still a lot more to come. This is only the surface of the exterior build.